I'm very excited to be here. You know, Lillian has done so much for so many communities in Washington, D.C., and that's why I'm so excited that Washington is going to have an opportunity to have a true fighter for our kids in Lillian Perdomo. And so I'm just so excited to be here. My name is Garcia. I should start saying that I'm the president of the DC Latino Caucus. I am also running for office. I'm going to be, hopefully, your next U.S. Shadow Representative.
Yeah, Bravo! Bravo!
Big job, I think. At least I'm going to elevate it to be in a big job. But you know, getting back to Lillian, you know, Lillian has just been doing so much work. From the time I met Lillian some 8 years ago, I knew she was working the trenches and just getting out there in our community, and she continues to do it constantly. She represents us so finely on the Democratic Party, on the Latino Caucus. I know she's gone all over the world, actually, due to her education efforts. And so we're just so honored that our Latino kids are going to have a true voice in our Board of Education. You know, when you look at the numbers, and you see that over 90% of our children that are in our public school system are minority kids, and you look at a Board of Education with 9 members, and we don't have a single Latino there, you say there's something wrong. And so there is an opportunity for us now to elect not only a Latina, but really a working person, somebody that knows the community, that knows the school system, that will be a great contributor. So that's why we got to make sure that we get our people to know about her candidacy. We got a very short time. We don't have a whole lot of time to do this. If we're going to pull this off, she's running against 5 people. That's a lot, 4 other people. That's a lot of people to run against. And it's very competitive. All those other people are very passionate about education, just like Lillian is. So we got to go ahead and get down and let people know why we want Lillian. Why Lillian needs to win over those people. So it is important that every one of you, becomes a voice out there in Ward 1. You get out there, you do what you can. Today is a key day also for fundraising. And let me tell you about this real quick. So I encourage you big time to please make a donation tonight. It is crucial because that's not only going to help her get out there and carry the message, but it's also going to send a signal to her competitors to let her know that she's a very strong candidate. Un poquito en español ahora, si me faculta. I know I'm taking a little longer than I should, pero miren, esta es una elección decisiva. Porque por mucho tiempo no hemos tenido representación. No tenemos representación básicamente a ningún nivel. Por suerte yo pienso que voy a ser electo como el primer representante en el Congreso en forma sombra, sin voto. Es un buen comienzo, pero necesitamos más de ahí. El estar en la Junta de Educación es una posición que tiene poder. ¿Por qué? Porque nuestros niños, más del 90% de los niños que están en el sistema público de la escuela son minorías, más de 10% latinos, y no tenemos a nadie de los 9 miembros, no hay un latino ni siquiera. Entonces es importante que nosotros agarremos y abracemos esta candidatura de Lillian y nos vamos a la calle a buscar el voto, porque sin el voto no se puede ganar. Esta noche específicamente es un día vital, crucial. ¿Por qué? Porque hoy se cierra, es cuando las personas tienen que cerrar las cuentas y decir cuánto dinero tú tienes para poder sacar el voto en noviembre 4. Y Lillian necesita mostrar mañana, el día de mañana, hoy se cierra a la medianoche, ella debe demostrar mañana que ella está en esta contienda como una candidata fuerte y legítima. Entonces por eso yo le pido a ustedes que por favor sean generosos con sus carteras y hagan una donación esta noche, porque ella necesita mostrar mañana que tiene fondos para poder sacar el voto. Así que sin más preámbulo, como dicen los americanos, quiero sacar para que Lillian escuchen de ella directamente su visión. Yo sé que Lillian tiene una pasión increíble. Los hijos de ella han estado en el sistema escolar público. Todo eso lo va a decir ella ahora mismo, pero yo creo que tenemos verdaderamente un chance fuerte de poder ser representados en la ciudad y tenemos que agarrar ese chance. Muchas gracias por su tiempo.
I want to thank all of you for being here and for supporting me. And I want to say, you know, why am I running? A lot of people have said all the things that I have done, but the reality is that I am tired of feeling bad about what we are not doing for our children in DC. And I think that our answer and our solution is within us in the community. We cannot give this ward and this city to anybody that we hire. We have to lead them to what we need in our city and the work that we need. And as I am saying this, I want to say that we can do this as parents, and I have a number of children that are parents too, and there is Nelson Chulik over here, who is also my son, who I had to work very hard to get through the school system. And so when I was working with Marta Palacios, I decided that I couldn't be mom to Nelson and be a teacher at the school, so I left. But anyway, Nelson had the good fortune of meeting Laura Peña, who basically has been a shining light in his life. And so since Laura came along, I don't have any more having to quit any job, and this is why I'm running for this job. I had not acknowledged Nelson, but I do want you to know that my commitment is, I am not running for this because it has a lot of money in it. There are no positions to be given out, and in fact this is supposed to be like a 15-hour a month position, which I'm sure it will be a lot more given the challenges that we're running into. So my vision for this city is one where we all can feel good about what we are doing for our children. Yo quiero que todos nos sintamos complacidos con el trabajo que estamos haciendo con nuestros niños. Is every one of our child going to become a PhD like Dr. Palacios and Dr. Lara? Maybe, maybe not. But do they all have the right to be able to learn, to graduate from high school, go to college, learn a career, graduate from college like I did? Yes, they all do. And so I am doing this not only because I had to go through the school system and I know how to do it successfully, and I'm still going through it with Amanda, but I also have a grandchild that is at Raymond Elementary that I want to make sure that she makes it, and she makes school do what it needs to do for her, because she deserves every opportunity to succeed, as does every child that we all have in DC and in Ward 1 as well. So thank you. Thank you so much. So I don't want to talk all night. I want us to have fun. I want us to dance and whatever else we can do in whatever time is left. But I do want to tell you that I put together a plan, and it's in the back of this flyer that's right here in front of you. And that is a can-do plan. And in English, basically, not to bore you to death, I am basically proposing that we have community schools model, which is a model that helps to ensure that children who are low income with parents that are struggling, like I was when I had my son and didn't have any support, can get those supports. Do they need tutoring? Do they need counseling? Do they need a mentor? What is it that we can do and bring together? When I'm out there in the community, I am told by people who are retired, I called the school and I asked to help. I asked to be a tutor and nobody called me back. I asked to come and bring resources to the school, but nobody called me back. So if we have community schools in place, we're going to stop that. And we're going to make sure that the parents that need support like I did, I needed all kinds of supports, and it was only through the kindness of good people that I was able to make it. So that's one of the part of the can do. There's the accountable schools piece. The federal government requires all kinds of mandates that are in place to ensure that the school systems respond to the needs of low-income children. When we're talking about low-income children, we are talking about, Gabriela wants to dance with me while I talk to you. Do you come here? So when we're talking about low-income children, do you know that 85% of our children qualify for free or reduced lunch in the Ward 1 schools? ¿Sabían ustedes que 85% de nuestros niños pueden recibir almuerzo reducido o gratis? y es porque los padres somos o hemos sido, como yo, de bajos ingresos. Eso quiere decir que estamos en riesgo. Así que necesitamos figurar cómo los recursos de nivel federal, como el título 1 o inglés como segundo idioma, o las cosas que garantizan el acceso a las mujeres para hacer ejercicio en la escuela, que creo que es título 5, don't quote me on that. Todas estas cosas tienen que ser vistas y asegurarnos que esos recursos van a nuestras comunidades que lo necesitan, a los niños con más necesidades económicas y más riesgos en recibir su educación. La otra es que necesitamos que esas escuelas estén en nuestras áreas. No necesitamos mandar a nuestros hijos a una hora de lejos para ir a una buena escuela. Las escuelas tienen que estar como la doctora Palacio, allí en su vecindario tiene su escuela y allí sirve a sus niños. Así que la otra es de tener una escuela dinámica donde se está aprendiendo mucho. Déjenme decirle, yo voy a las escuelas en el área 3 y lo primero que noto es que las escuelas en el área 3 tienen muchas cosas que las escuelas en el área 1 no tienen. En el área 1 estamos entrenando a nuestros niños y esa es la presión que los directores y los maestros tienen de entrenar a nuestros niños para que sepan cómo tomar el examen y para que en el examen estandarizado puedan salir bien. Pero si nuestros niños no han tenido suficientes experiencias con sus propias manos, con su propia envolviéndose en cosas ellos mismos, es bien difícil que ellos hagan esto. Entonces, pero hay cosas que sí pueden estar haciendo. Cuando ustedes van a una escuela como Johnny, la primera cosa que encuentras es una pared grandísima que dice que el equipo de tecnología. ¿Y saben quiénes son dentro del equipo de tecnología? 30 niños. Y están haciendo el trabajo. Y son muy capaces. Mi hijo y mi sobrino han aprendido tecnología básicamente solos. Los niños son muy capaces y lo hacen desde niños. En la otra pared dice que es el equipo de teatro. Mi hija estaba aprendiendo a leer Shakespeare cuando tenía como 8 años. Entonces, ningún problema con aprendizaje, pero tenemos que exponer a nuestros niños y asegurarnos que podemos hacer el trabajo con ellos que necesitan de ser expuestos. Y la última es de que necesitamos centros de oportunidad para que los chicos y chicas que no han podido salir adelante en la educación, los cuales no le hemos dado la educación adecuada, que les demos oportunidad de aprender un trabajo o de regresar a la universidad o de hacer algo para que no estén desempleados, no estén abandonados, deprimidos y no haciendo cosas buenas en la comunidad. Así que yo quiero darles muchísimas gracias de nuevo y un gran aplauso a ustedes, no a mí, porque ustedes me van a ayudar a hacer el trabajo. I want to give you guys a big hand, but I only have 2, so you're going to help me because you're going to help me to do this job. This is not about me. It's about us all together getting it together.